tuned in to the Connect.
Yeah. Maybe not the worst, but some type of bad. And if you don't fight it and keep going, and it's not gonna be always ups just all day long. It's gonna be a few downs.
You're gonna have a rainy day.
That's called life.
Yeah.
That's this thing called life.
And if you have to choose between paying a lawyer or bonding out, if you have to choose, you need to get the lawyer.
Get a lawyer.
Not saying don't bond out if you can afford to do both, but don't tell me you can't pay me because you still paying the bail bonding company on your payment plan. Right. I'm the one that's trying to keep you out of jail for good. The bonding company only keeps you out of jail while the case is pending. So if you have to make a choice, choose to be paying a lawyer, the best lawyer you can afford, because paying a bondsman, that's the last thing I'm going to feel sorry for. If you tell me you done spent on a $100,000 bond and you having to pay the bondsman, or they going to get off your bond, but I'm not supposed to get off your case as the lawyer because you're not paying me, that's disrespectful.
That's a lot of too much extra money to be spent, man. I don't like it. That's what I say, man. I don't like giving
what you gonna spend on? What you
all
gonna
it took for me to pay that one case. When I caught that case, I had to spend that money. I said, man.
What you gonna spend on a good lawyer? What's the average?
It depends on what you charge with. The more, there are lawyers that won't step in the state court for less than $30,000. It don't matter what charge. If it's a felony, I can name 5 lawyers I know that won't go downtown for less than $30,000, and they want it all up front. Ain't no payment plan, ain't no pay me 10 and pay me 5, and they want 30 before they put their name on there. But you can get lawyers that's as cheap as $500, but it's like anything else in life. You get what you pay for. More than likely, if a lawyer's commanding $15,000 for a case, they earn it. They getting it. So they've earned it. The more respected, the more experienced. They know the lay of the land. They know who to know to make things happen. They getting results. They can charge more. Federal cases, it's even more expensive. I wouldn't hire a lawyer that charged me less than $35,000, $40,000 for a federal case. That's just the baseline. More than likely, a good federal lawyer is going to be 50 and up. And if it's out of state, it's gonna be more. If it's it's a lot of money.
So I can attest.
A lot of these niggas don't even have that.
They don't have it.
So what about they say a court appointed in the feds is supposed to be a good lawyer, a decent lawyer?
It depends. There are some like Letitia. She accepts appointments in some federal cases.
How lucky could you be to look up
with a person like her? Mr. Jones has done some appointments, but of course, when a lawyer is getting paid their right fee, it gives them that motivation to go that extra mile. So
you need that motivation.
Yeah, and I think you always get a better situation when you hire someone. I'm not knocking court-appointed federal lawyers because some of them are good, but if you can afford to hire an attorney, you should make that investment. It's an investment, especially if you're looking at going to prison possibly.
Why do they say that a lot of times? Because in federal cases, really your past,
it has a lot to do.
There's nothing that they can do about that.
Right. They can't. Why they say it is because a lot of those court-appointed lawyers do nothing but federal work, and they've made good relationships with the federal prosecutors and the federal judges, and they really know it. It's a whole nother animal, federal practice. And so I think getting a good lawyer, it's one of those things. If you get appointed one, check them out. Get they rep. Ask people, because more than likely, if they any good, people know that. It's not going to be a secret. But if I could afford to hire one, I advocate for hiring somebody. But federal cases, 50 and up, really.
So you gotta have that busy egg if you.
So if you're doing anything that could possibly land you in the feds, I hope think about your financial situation.
What can land them in the Fed?
Being a felon with a gun, that's a new thing that they really cracking
with
down.
A gun.
Now that's not gonna cost you 50 more than likely, but that's gonna cost you 25. It's
gonna get you some time.
30. Though. It can get you some real time, so you need a good attorney. Moving drugs from state to state, large quantities of drugs. I just got a case that started out as a state case, 6 kilos. I called them last week to get the court date. They say, "Oh, it's now with the U.S. Attorney's office. You need to call over there. We're not handling it in the state case." So the man bonded out on a state case, hired me on a state price. Now his fee finna go up. I gotta go get some more money from him because it's now a federal case. So
did they revoke his bond?
It's not revoked, but it's not gonna be any good. It's not even. They're gonna have to dismiss that state case
because the state don't even have
the
the
state don't have the case no more.
Oh, you right.
So now he got to deal with the feds and getting out, and they're bonding. You got to have a detention hearing, and it's a lot harder to get out
it's a whole
of the feds than it is in the state. It's not like they gonna just set a bond, you go make it. You got any prior records with a criminal history, and then you get charged with a major drug case, you probably gonna sit.
That was like Corn.
You probably gonna sit.
Probably. More than likely you gonna sit.
Corn wasn't gonna get a bond, but Ronald had to go down there and he had to get that when he took that time served for auto theft when he was 16 or something. No, I think he was stealing some cigarettes or something, and he took the time served, and that shit was brought up on his record when it was time for him to bond out. But Ronald had to come in there and work it and get that off, and they let him out.
Yep.
Fuck all that shit.
This what he
I'm at the house.
Leave it alone.
I'm at the house trying to do what I can do that's gonna keep me out here in this world, man. Cause outside of that, man, you don't have to have a bankroll to have a bitch with some good pussy, a bad bitch, and just walk around this motherfucker and live. You ain't gotta be the richest motherfucker in the world. Yeah. The best things in life are free. Yeah. And when you're in jail, you realize that. You know
and
what
I mean, saying?
Going to motherfucking McDonald's, as fucked up as that shit is. But to be able to go walking and do that shit when you want to do it, that shit is priceless, man.
Priceless.
Yeah. It's priceless.
To lay in your own bed.
To lay in your
priceless.
bed. I know you know.
Yeah, it's priceless.
See, because how that shit is for you, I always wonder, like, for me, to go to jail from living how I live is like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Telling you what to do.
Nah, I'm talking about just out for how good I eat every motherfucking day.
You can't get that steak no more.
How much I gotta have me a bad bitch at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's torture. That's why I just stay at the house. I smoke weed, fuck it, that's the only crime I'm committing, man. Outside of that, we gonna figure it out, man.
It's deeper than torture.
If I gotta move to motherfucking Tulum, Mexico, and I have a drop of cash and just sit on the beach and smoke weed, I ain't finna go to jail, fool. Fuck that shit. I ain't with it, man. That shit crazy.
How many of them tough guys you see coming through there that get the rattling off at the mouth?
What's
the percentage on them Rizaks?
About 95.
That's a horrible bet in Vegas.
Yeah, that's a horrible bet for you so-called street niggas, man.
That alone will make a nigga stop hustling.
Yeah, that don't.
Yeah. Paul had a question. What do you say, Paul?
Where do we find that list at?
It's hidden.
It's hidden. It's not on. Ain't it online though? In every case, you can look up somebody's case though.
You can figure it out. They may not have it written.
You know how like you watch ESPN, they show like how Steph Curry shots, assists,
stats
and shit.
Yeah.
It's man.
I think if they put a list out, some of these niggas wouldn't even care, cause they know it and they still fuck with them.
In
so
the club,
they don't even give a fuck.
Homeboy.
Oh, nigga, you made the list. It's like a BT award. This nigga, he dick riding those niggas.
Get some more money.
If he gets some more money and let them drink out their section, yeah, I believe you. He ain't gonna tell on me though.
Yeah.
Them type of ass niggas.
Yeah. That facing that time turn a lot of the, like you said, tough guys not so tough.
And then really they be bluffing though. They be bluffing like a motherfucker. You get in there, they get to talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then they really don't have nothing on you. But most of these niggas jump the gun and say, man, fuck it, I'm gonna give them
up. And that goes back to they can lie. They can bluff. That's part of the game.
And they come with the pressure.
They come with it. Sometimes they not bluffing though.
If you ain't ready for them federal laws, you better stay your ass out the way.
Just don't do no crime.
I know that. Between three niggas.
Ain't nothing wrong with working, man.
Yeah, I think that's what our generation, black people, young blacks, that's the majority of my clientele. I think they've lost sight of the fact that going to school, getting an education, or not going to school, getting a trade, learning how to be a productive citizen, I think that's lost in this generation. I think a lot of people, it's not cool. People just want to, they see Slim, they see Paul, they see the Instagram, they want to live like y'all, but they don't realize the work y'all put in. y'all are like 1 in a million. It's harder to win a
This
lot
ain't
of
a legal lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't a legal lifestyle.
People want to skip the process though. They I think y'all mentioned that on a previous episode. The process.
That's everybody.
It's because they don't see the work.
Yeah.
Everybody want to hop to the top. It be grown ass men whining to me. Man, Slim put me on now. Like, nigga, what you want me to do? Nigga, I can't do that.
I'm trying to figure it out my damn
This type of tone, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, don't even talk to me when you come.
If you ain't been working, how
Don't talk to me. If you don't talk to me like a man, don't talk to me. Like, all that whining and shit like you my child. Nah, I don't want to hear nothing else. I'm blocking you. I'm doing whatever I gotta do, man. I don't like grown ass whining kids, man.
Moving around with that bullshit.
Because that shit, it ain't no hand. You can't just pick nobody up and set them at the top. They gotta do their own work. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta work. Nigga can support you.
Nigga can support you.
Nigga can't give you a motherfucking bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then
a verse for me ain't gonna make you the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you go through me, because you gonna pay.
I'm saying you gotta make your own self the shit.
Yeah, man.
You gotta show up, man. You gotta do that. Niggas always want to cheat. Niggas think money can pay for it. Niggas think ain't no shortcuts, man.
You just said that in the last podcast, but
no shortcuts, man. And nothing though. And nothing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be playing tough, but niggas be quitters. You know what I'm saying?
You understand that in life for
right.
No
then when you work, you pretty much have a story to tell. Like looking back at it or whatever, knowing that you work for, you appreciate it more. Yeah,
man. Just to get that peace of mind. Where you can go home and go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Niggas in the streets don't sleep good, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just always something, you know, so shit.
Always
just
watching your back.
Yeah.
That shit it's priceless.
Yeah.
Priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to the boy Paul Wall, man, up in the building. So, Paul, we're going to start out with, how did you hook up with Swish House? Like, how did you get into the game?
It's Sam's favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Hip-hop is Sam.
I first started off, man, by passing out flyers. I used to pass out flyers all the time. So I hooked up with Watts and Ron C, passing out flyers for their parties. They used to throw at the All-Star. And they used to DJ. And, of course, man, Michael Watts had the show on the weekends where they played, Houston music. Of course, that was my favorite part of, listening to the rails, listening to Houston music. And, at that time, too, he was putting out the Swish House tapes. Ron C, me and Ron C cousin, we hooked up because we were real cool. He actually gave me the nickname Paul Wow. I just started out passing out flyers and, I rap, I just told Watts, I used to be a big fan of Cash Money, me and Chameleon. So, I said, hey, Watts, man, how come y'all never be rapping on no Manny Fresh beats? I was like, man, I want to hear Slim Thug or somebody who just rock on one of the Manny Fresh Cash Money beats. And, he was like, man, they just really hadn't did nothing. He was like, he just started making a beat, and I just started freestyling to it. And he was like, come on, let's go lay it. And we just went to the Swish House from there. It really, but at that time, though, everybody in the whole North Side was coming to watch, trying to get put on, because they would see, people like Slim and Lil Mario, they was, had a lot of fame from this. Everybody on the North Side knew him, and respected him. So they thought, a lot of people don't see all the other work behind the scenes. They think all they got to do is be on Swish House tape, and all of a sudden they going to have the same type of fame Slim Thug got. They don't see the work that come behind it, you know what I'm saying? So they not really, really dedicated to what it takes to make it to there. They just think all they got to do is come rap on one tape. So I ain't never really just bug Watts about being on Swish House tape just because I knew everybody was trying to get on Swish House tapes at the time. And then one day, just had to where he go, man. He put me on, man. And thank him and Ron C, man, for sure, man.
I remember that shit. Look, them niggas used to be sounding like that from New Orleans. They love them hot boys, man. Is you a hot boy and that boy? Yeah. I love that shit, man. That shit was so funny, bro. I remember
you and Chameleon that came in there together?
Well, now when we actually had did some other ones that he never put out, that day, because that day we was outside of a record store, and we went straight to the studio that day with Lil Ron was over there too. We did a couple other freestyles, but then he was like, "Hey man, I want y'all to come back." Cause me and Camino used to always tell him, we wanted to do a intro for him for his radio show, because that was like we just thought about it, like, man, you know what? That's how we can kind of sneak away of getting played on the radio. You know what I'm saying? We did a freestyle intro for him for his radio show. He played it when we guarantee we're gonna get played, because this is the intro. He's gonna play that every night. So we did it, and then he rapped on that too, which he had never rapped on a tape, I don't think, before. So he rapped on there with us. So that made it a little liver too.
They called me Big Watts. Yeah. Homestead is where you find me.
That was jamming though.
That shit funny.
That was the first one y'all did?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. And then another time we came back, Lester Roy had called me over there for another one. They was rapping on another Cash Money beat. And he was like, man, he called me back over there. And that's when he ended up putting them out on the same tape, chopping them up part 2. So, man, shout out Lester Roy one time.
Lester Roy. They had a fucking, him and Archie Lee, still to this day, I listen to that hill sometimes. They had a freestyle on, I think, Northside 8 or 7. One of them old motherfuckers, like the first one we ever did. That bitch had, dun, dun, dun. I don't even know what beat that was, but that whole jam so much. But Lester Roy, Archie Lee, that motherfucker, that's like when I first started in the Swisher House. That was on my like first CD or the second one. And I still listen to that motherfucker song. I still like that motherfucker. That and another song that's like that to me is that motherfucking Kiki. What's that motherfucker with Birdman?
Got to be
a G. I love that hell the same every time I hear it. I love that bitch the same. That bitch ain't never get old.
Was you and Paul ever in the studio together like in the Swish House days?
Was we?
I don't know.
Or was you already kind of?
I was already doing Boss Hog, huh?
Yeah, the Boss Hog.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, Swish House was in that house over there in what neighborhood that was?
Rosewood,
that little house.
Hell yeah, we trapped out the house so much. I'm talking about burnt. We got burners in there, CDs, nigga. Not CD burners, not guns.
This wasn't no living.
Tapes, burners, all that, man. But we was in that whole hustling, nigga.
Ain't nobody lived in there. Like a trap house for real.
Bitch, we had that whole like a warehouse. That's some real shit though, bro. Nobody ain't do that how we did that, bro. We came out there and hit the road with it, and everything was everything.
It's all on the click of a computer now. They ain't got to do that.
It showed a nigga how to be a hustler though, cause niggas ain't never had to do none of that.
That's what made me respect y'all more than a lot of the other movements that was going on, cause you niggas wasn't too proud to actually get out here and take y'all shit and trap y'all shit. That's what made it so much more widespread than any other team in the city. To where there's no disrespect to nobody else. I watched the Screwed Up Click movements, but that's what deferred y'all from everybody. Y'all wasn't waiting on no one nigga to sell no CD. Y'all niggas got out there when and pressed your own shits up and hit the road.
It just gave a nigga hustle, man. Early, it taught a nigga to be a hustler in the game. And then when you understood it, because it's like selling dope or something. It's like, you know what your flip gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know what you know. After a while, you start selling them CDs at these different stores. You picking up money. They sending you checks in the mail. Shit, you know what you gonna do every time you drop your CD. You gonna usually, I'm gonna get about 1,000 sold right here, 3,000 in Dallas at George. You know, so whenever I wanted a new car, I needed to get in that studio. I knew what was coming.
How much each CD was going for back then? What, 10 or 15?
10
for
the
sale,
tapes.
yeah, $10 for the tapes for retail, and it was $15 for the CDs.
We used to hit Chocolate Town as soon as we get them hoes on a Friday
and I wholesale
night.
them hoes for $8. And motherfucking what was the CD?
12.
Yeah, it was 12 for the CD back then, nigga. And we turning motherfucking 55-cent CD, nigga. It costs us 55 cents an hour. When we go buy the blanks, we buy the label, we buy the covers and shit. It costs us like 55 cents a CD, and we flipping at 55 cents to $15. You know what I'm saying? It was just,
That's a real
hustle.
It was a good hustle though.
That's better than food. Nigga,
Right.
that's better than anything.
It was a good flip.
And the startup cost was so
But
Right.
just imagine though, you living, I'm loving it, nigga. Like record deal, I'm like, hell nah, we good.
And they coming to you though.
Yeah, so we like going trips and shit, chilling, like fucking with them, coming
The
home.
percentage on their profit is ridiculous.
Right.
We
It
go to
was
them
crazy.
label meetings, they have no intentions on signing. Just,
Nigga had ADD. Nigga wasn't even listening.
Nigga they
Niggas was thinking about, man, what this mile gonna be like?
Man, we in there, they giving us big fat steaks and all type of shit we wouldn't normally order on our own.
Yeah.
Eating them people shit and staying out there for free and coming back home.
free trip.
Free trip.
Going out there and meeting with other labels on the side.
Yeah. That's how we.
But that was
Right.
just the look. That's just the CD of it. That's the set. You know, it's like a millionaire, you got to have a lot of different, customers, different ways to make get paid. That's just the CD end of it. So on that end, we wholesaling that shit everywhere. Not only is that, we got our own store where we getting the full money from, you know what I'm saying? Every CD we getting the whole money from. We got 2 stores we opened up. One of them went out of that shit, but Exchange of Sound, it lasted for a long time.
A bad motherfucker.
That, and then, what else? Shows, nigga. We was doing shows, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. But back then, we was so hood, nigga. We was in the smallest little fucking villages of each little town. Like, every little small town, we was on the back of, in barns, rapping on the back of truck trailers. Yeah. With speakers on them, you know what I'm saying? Wherever they had the money, we was there. The house in each of them little bitty ass towns, Liberty, all that little bullshit, Jasper and shit, when niggas, all that racist shit happened. Yeah. We all that. That's what I'm saying.
Damn,
Waco, we there. We get the money. Yeah, we on time. We give them a good show and everything.
And fuck around, stay in the crowd a little bit and fuck around.
Yeah.
Take the prettiest one in the country home.
Mm-hmm. Prettiest one in the country town. Rico fell in love like that a lot of times.
Sure did.
One time we was in Louisiana, right? We was kids though. We was super kids. And we had to be like fucking 19, 20 or something like that. Anyway, this nigga Rico, he got this little yellow tender, he crunk about it. He go get his own room, and that's a big deal back then.
That's a big deal.
What, you paying for your own room, nigga?
But why you telling my story, boy?
What? Yeah, nigga, what?
Go ahead, finish.
So Rico been a trick, basically, what I'm trying to say.
That was for me.
Never, but that never happened.
She was a bad yellow. I wanted to get my own room because I wanted to lay my thing down on this. Like, I ain't want nobody bothering me. I wasn't trying to rape her down in the room with 6 niggas in there. I was a player, you know what I'm saying?
We wasn't players back then.
Like Pimp C said, I ain't want to be in there with all you niggas, man.
We wasn't players back then. We was
Finish the story then, niggas.
Anyway, so as soon as the nigga, he go in the room with the bitch, next thing you know, I go steal a bitch.
Nah, that didn't go like that. Now let me tell the story. I hit. Then she say, I'm gonna tell the boys bye. She went to their room and them niggas hit.
Yeah, we turn up, man.
Turn up. Well, I didn't see that part of it. See, girl.
Rico he wanted them.
She fooled me.
A lot of that going on the road too when you're a kid. Fucking with them girls on the road. Niggas will take them hoes to the room and try to save them by themselves. Lock the door.
But you can't have your heart. You can't have your heart in it.
Nah, just imagine how many wars there was.
Killer guilty of that.
Killer used to come.
Sometimes I ain't want to shout. Nigga, that's mine.
Rico cuffed. Who else?
You cuffed.
The whole goal was to not let that nigga see him. The bitch is gone. I don't give a damn what the situation is. If that nigga see her, the bitch gone.
Oh man, them niggas used to be trying.
I'm not answering the door. I'm walking out. All that bullshit niggas want to be up under Slim. That is the wrong thing to do. Get the fuck away from that nigga and tuck and roll, goddamn it.
Real, because if it's 2, they both gonna go with him.
Look at this Sam. You don't know how to play the field, nigga.
Sam been the DJ on them roads.
That's why you gotta get your big boy status way up.
But you know what?
You gotta get away from Slim.
You gotta hurry up and get them and go.
The difference was I go get them hoe. You know what it is? And y'all like that too, Rico especially.
What?
Them niggas is shy as fuck till they see another nigga go get it. When I go get on the bitch, they want to talk and shit. They act like that.
That let me know she like our type of nigga.
Niggas won't say nothing. Niggas won't say nothing.
Just because you the first one there don't mean you gotta win, nigga.
Then I grab we on the way to wherever in the truck. They want to start shooting their lines. Man,
let me go and expose.
But he guilty of the same shit. He do it every time.
What the other niggas would do. All the other niggas want to stand by him to get bitches. You dumbass nigga. All the bitches gonna go to him. You stand by. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna walk off and go get my own action. I'm going GP, general population, and go get the bitches.
He gonna go get one another nigga don't want. Well, he ain't gonna like this one. Yeah, he gonna get the ugliest one.
Nah, you got me fucked up. I ain't PJ no
more. Boy, selling for $5s out here.
PJ gonna call in the podcast. No, killer. I remember that time in Florida.
You snitching bitch.
They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it.
Tell his one story.
He's sitting down now.
He's the difference in me and all them niggas. See, I'm I'ma take my L. I know me. So you can't clown on me. I'ma Eminem myself. I'ma rap it myself.
Yeah. Well, tell them then. Go ahead. Hey, by yourself. What happened in Florida?
So we agree. We tell the story.
No, we can't tell that
story. We ain't talking about that other story. Yeah. He got some stories.
Oh
too.
yeah, you can tell all his stories. I was trying to
I
protect
ain't got
somebody
no
else.
stories, man.
Shit, you
Perfect
fucking
record.
comedians around this motherfucker. That's a story.
I don't remember that one. I don't know what.
I know damn well
That's
you
something
don't.
else.
I remember
Fucking
that one.
comedians. What?
Yeah,
I don't know. Don't say nobody's name on here because I don't believe it. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a female comedian with the old chick. What's her name? Nigga hitting Wanda Sykes. Nigga.
Fine as
That's the
motherfucker.
only woman comedian
I
I
ain't
know.
gonna lie, you wanted to down this one.
I don't even know who you talking about. Fool.
We
He
ain't
gonna
say
sell.
no name.
Let's stop snitching, killer.
Yeah.
Carl just
What's next though? Let's keep back the lawyer and Power Wow talk.
Pow Wow got quiet. He been married a long time.
Power Wow, let me say this about Power Wow. He ain't never been with the turn up on the road, fool.
He a good guy.
Since day one, he ain't never played them games, fool. I get the vouch for that. Never
nigga
played
was- that nigga
games.
was
But I'm
focused on
talking about before Crystal. He ain't never played them games. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, man, that shit crazy. But yeah, I was out there back when I was a teenager. I was what? I was wild.
We was taught wrong.
Right. I done ran out of gas. I be tired on them bitches now.
That's what made a nigga don't trust nobody.
Right.
You leave this
It did.
$67 room I just bought to go sleep with him. Then I gotta hear this ride home. She got your fucking ass.
Right.
It's kill or be killed. So now when you talk about niggas steal yours, they, so what, nigga? We in the jungle.
Right.
It is what it is.
I don't even got the energy no more, fool. I'd rather go to sleep, fool.
Yeah, I don't fuck
I ain't
around. I'm on Power Wow mode.
We ran out of gas, though. We turned up too much early.
We done lived some good days, man. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting on the karma, man. I hope I don't have a baby girl, man, because I'm pretty sure, boy,
Yeah,
I'll be
I got
some
out of
little
there.
long head Rican,
I got out of
long
there,
hair Rican
boy.
looking at nigga breaking my daughter's heart. God, I'm gonna have to have me a couple of
I
sons.
got out of there with 3 boys. Nigga ain't got fixed. Like an aisle store, nigga. What? Yeah.
You gonna get a stepdaughter, granddaughter then.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. You little freak ass dog. Junior, you better check your little freak ass dog. What's wrong with you, nigga? Where'd you get that from?
Man, I seen that nigga. Hey, I fucked Slim Thug granddaughter.
I got nothing to do with that.
Instagram.
I went Slim Thug granddaughter, nigga.
That's what it's gonna have to be. It ain't gonna be the son. I mean the daughter.
What you think about the shit that just happened a little bit earlier, man? How that reality star just got killed. Not really a reality star, but she
Oh shit, yeah, I seen that.
yeah, in
Who was
Haverstock, man.
That was in Haverstock?
Happened in Haverstock.
What girl?
Oh
That's
shit.
probably like the third. 4 niggas. Nigga got in an argument
I saw
with a
that.
nigga, and what was fucked up. What they don't tell you that they ain't showing the news. That niggas gonna go on Facebook and record shit. Everybody got smartphones. That's what's gonna fuck up everything right there.
Yeah.
The bitch pulled a burn on the nigga. So damn near what he damn near did gonna damn near be justifiable. If
What
the nigga-
happened?
So they had an argument, and the bitch pulled a pistol. Nigga, that nigga come and go in his trunk, nigga, and get a assault rifle, nigga, shoot a little boy face off, shoot the nigga you arguing with mouth off, down the girl and down the whole another nigga.
Damn.
What was the girl name?
Yeah, I seen that was a
Brandon.
Haverstock.
The chick that was on America's Next Top Mom,
Wow.
The Brandy chick?
yeah, down. She pulled.
She died?
Yeah, she
Hey, I
died.
went
He
to
say
school with
he
her.
damn near shot up first. She supposed to pull the pistol, and the girl says, "Yeah, she pulled that gun and they ain't used that motherfucker. That nigga went and used it."
Man, she the one that was on there that made her cut all her hair off on him.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there. To me,
Damn.
being that you an attorney, that's damn near gonna get that nigga some action, cause it damn near self-defense.
Ain't no action.
But how did he? Why did he kill the other people?
Yeah, he killed the kid. He killed.
He went
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Ain't no action.
Overkill.
He would have
I'm
been
just
alright
saying,
just shooting her if she pulled a gun on him. But
Yeah.
He would have had a fight.
Fight.
Yeah.
He'd had a fight. That
And
nigga, then nigga, the cold part, the nigga shot. My thing is, nigga shot 18 times. God
well,
damn.
if you justified to shoot once, you justified to shoot as many times as you need. But you gotta watch who you shoot.
Yeah.
He should have shot the girl if he was gonna shoot somebody. But a
My
lot of
thing-
people think that why somebody
My
had to
thing
shoot
is
this
these
many
young
times.
niggas, my
Yeah, but
thing
How that
is
go?
fight.
Explain that to me.
So if you can defend yourself and shoot somebody, you can shoot to kill. You don't have to just warn them or get them off you. You can shoot to kill them if you feel like your life is in jeopardy. Now, when you go to trial or get into court, or you may not even get charged with it, but people see the news and it's sensationalized because somebody may have let off 18 rounds. But if he had the right to shoot one time, he had the right to shoot 20 times.
But it's just who.
And he not saying this person. He just saying.
I'm saying in general.
In general.
And the cold part is the bot. And when you unloading that 18 times shooting at whoever you shooting at, and that don't justify the people that got shot within that 18 who took that 5 or 6.
So you got to get charged for them.
Not at all. That's why you shoot. So them
did the little boy make it?
Bro, the man shot the little boy face off. He was dead. That's one of the two.
See, that's another fucked up thing, man. If you gonna be out here pulling them tools, man,
leave the kids out of it.
Leave the kids out of it, man. And especially these innocent people. And a fight shouldn't even really go that far, man.
Just,
fight.
But you know the problem? Everybody got these smartphones again, and you gotta relive that ass whooping when they record.
And niggas can't fight.
And niggas can't take reliving that ass whooping. And
I'm World Star.
I gotta look at my ass getting whooped on Instagram for the next week. Fuck that. I'm gonna go and kill these niggas and get it over with.
And I'm gonna be the gangster.
And then you gotta be in jail for the rest of your life and not have no Instagram or nothing.
Just kill me that niggas is just got so much bitch nigga in them that y'all just pull the gun and just unload. Don't give a damn who you shoot.
But some of these niggas ain't been taught better.
Man, I'll tell you it's back to what I said earlier, man. It ain't about no tout. It's niggas is mentally ill, fool. That's what it is. A lot of niggas don't
diagnosed.
I'm telling you, fool.
Now you need the pill.
You know what happened? Instagram showed me that. After you look at Instagram and you watch these motherfuckers, you like, man, that motherfucker ain't got it out in real life. Like, all bullshit aside, they just mentally ill, real life.
But Carl, outside of the lawyer shit, man, what else you got going on? Because I know we did a little your My Boss Life. I know you got the cupcake spot on the north.
Yeah, Sugar Rush 2. That's my spot. I own it with my dad. My mom works there. It's a cupcake place. We got sweets, all kind of great desserts, birthday cakes. It's a great place to go.
What is that?
It's 10811 Veterans Memorial, right off of Veterans in the Beltway on the north side.
Is it connected with the one?
Yeah, it's connected with the original one.
God.
Those are my cousins, so I kept trying to get them to open one on the north side, and they kept saying they were, but they really just never could. So one day they said, "Why don't you open one?"
It's some great desserts.
We went from there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the truth.
Man, the truth.
What else
Peach
you got,
cobbler.
That peach cobbler good as hell.
Hey, look at him. That peach
Hey,
cobbler.
yeah,
I sure
like
like
that.
your peach cobbler, Cole.
That's my boss like they gave me some samples.
Yeah. I do concerts too. Me and my cousin have a entertainment company. We call it Esquire Management. We've been doing concerts for about 10 years, and we're not doing one this year because the artists were already booked. But we try to bring some of the shows to New Orleans. A lot of the major artists that come to Houston on the big tours don't get booked in New Orleans for whatever reason, which normally allows for us to rent a venue, pay them to come do the show, and hopefully sell enough tickets to make a profit. So right now we just kind of in limbo trying to see who we gonna bring. That's one of my main things, and I'm also an NFL agent working on getting some clients. It's like more of something I always wanted to do, as well as be an attorney, but I'm not able to really put the effort into it that I want to because my criminal law, which is my bread and butter practice, is so busy. But I've got a couple people I'm working with now to try to make that blow up.
Awesome. What else? I know you got other stuff you don't want to say.
Oh nah, I mean we can keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah,
break it down.
So me, what y'all said earlier, I think before we started recording is I party a lot. I grew up partying. I grew up going to clubs, going to stuff. I was in a fraternity. I'm in a fraternity, so I used to put on some parties when I was in college at Prairie View. So I used to see, how many people they was bringing. So hooked up with Steve Rogers and Junior Martin and invested in a couple spots, Prospect Park, North and South, Engine Room, which a lot of people may be familiar with, as well as Mercy Nightclub. That's the newest venture we got. And so I figured if I'm going to go there and spend my money, why not put some money into it and try to make some money off of it?
Very smart.
Boss talk.
So I hooked up with them. One of the other things that made me feel comfortable with that, which I always kind of wanted to own a bar or something, but like I said, my main bread and butter, I don't have the time for it. But I realized those cats had always been promoters, and they don't do anything else. They don't have a regular job. They're not trying to promote on the side. So why not partner with some people that are from that industry, that know what they're doing, that had the time to put into it?
Exactly.
I kind of brought my money towards it, and it's been working out. It's been a good run with them, and so.
Yeah, shit. They always got a good night with us.
They got the hottest party.
Yeah, the hottest spots right now.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. Mercy is now on Fridays. Engine Room is on Saturday, and Prospect Park, it's every day.
Yeah.
It's a good chill spot. I think it's unique. There's not a lot of other places like that in the city, and the location is perfect. Being right there near the Galleria. So that's something that I do on the side as well as the concerts. But make no mistake about it, the first and foremost thing is trying to save these lives and keep people free.
Right.
Cause that's the money.
Yeah.
That's how hustlers move. Yeah. They got their main money, and then for hobby shit they want to do, they do it on the side, invest in it or whatever, man. And that's what it is.
But it all starts with having to work. I wouldn't have had the money to invest in the clubs or even do the concerts if I didn't have a job to save some money to invest. So my job is going to court every day. So that's goes back to what Slim was saying, that hard work, there's no substitute for that part. You got to do that in order to be able to do other things. And
right.
It's been a long time. I went to law school at 23. I graduated at 26. A lot of my friends and frat brothers that I went to Prairie View with was out at 21 making money while I was down in Baton Rouge broke. I remember y'all had a show in Baton Rouge. I came to the show and we went to IHOP afterwards, and Slim didn't pay for nobody meal. Everybody had to pay for it.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. What was you?
Right. I was a little broke law student, but so yeah, it's the process, man. I didn't really start getting paid till I was 27 years old, man. And I'll be 37 next month, and we're gonna turn up in Miami. But it's 10 years now, and now I own a couple properties. I've been able to invest in things, and I'm not capping. I'm just saying, like, for kids that's considering it. Another thing, when I decided to go to law school at 22, I got in at 23. I didn't really know. I had delayed it a little bit because I didn't want to go to school for that much more longer and not have no income, be living on student loans and grants. But I said to myself, if I don't go to law school, I'm going to be making the same money in 3 years, which is how long it takes to go to law school if you go full time. Or I can be a lawyer in 3 years, and there's no limit to what I can make. So that's really what made my decision to go to law school, was to better myself. That sacrifice for those 3 years after undergrad. And right now, if you're a student, you got to be planning on what you're going to do. The plan is the key, to actually think of a plan and then execute it. So I hear y'all talk about that a lot. So I always talk about execution is key. Man. Execution is key, and be patient. Your day will come,
and you gotta make a plan.
I think that's one of the main reason why us young black men get in trouble is because we don't have the patience to go through it. Everybody ain't gonna get rich in 2 weeks. Everybody not gonna have a hustle like Slim where they use their talent, but you can discover it.
Also on this, I want motherfuckers to understand that rapping is harder than regular work.
It really
you know
is.
What I'm saying?
I can imagine.
It's harder than regular work. Y'all think that y'all taking the easy way out. Oh, I'm gonna get in the music business. That's the easy way out.
I got so many rapper clients that y'all have never heard of, and I want to talk about that. If you 32 and you haven't made it into the career of the rap industry, it may be a good idea to go another route.
Yeah.
It really might be.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with being a rapper. But just like ain't nothing wrong with him owning a club. You know what I'm saying? But he had to get his butter, from being in that court every day.
Right.
So if you gotta do what pay you right now, you know what I'm saying? Find out what pay you, do that shit, and then on the side do that. And when you get enough from rap, then you can quit the other shit or whatever if you want to.
Exactly.
Or not, do
what you love to do, but also be smart about it. Make common sense decisions.
Yeah.
You gotta have a job. I mean, If you don't,
income. You're
gonna be forced to do things that you shouldn't do, which is why you land in trouble.
A lick ain't gonna bring you income. A lick is a lick. You broke in 6 months. You gotta have some income, man, every month.
Even when you get this income coming in, you gotta be prepared to sacrifice, man. That 3-year sacrifice was the biggest part. And Powell and Slim, y'all can attest for this. As soon as y'all got started, the money didn't start coming.
Nah. You gotta put in that work.
You gotta put in that work.
The
process can't be skipped.
Yeah. I mean, like we was talking about cases and fees earlier. I've been practicing 10 years, but there are other lawyers been practicing 15, 20 years, 30 years. So what I might charge $10,000 for, another lawyer might charge 40 or 50. I can't be mad at that. I gotta wait to get there. One day I'm gonna get 50 for a case.
Right.
Just gotta keep
I wasn't always getting 10 for the same case. I'm charging 10 now. So it's just, but I wouldn't be able to do that without working hard, getting better, getting results, putting in the time, and waiting my turn.
Yeah.
So live off of what you making. Don't live beyond your means, and then the impatience to make more money won't be so strong because you really good. You know?
You're gonna always, if you getting income, you're gonna be able to sustain shit. You're gonna be able to do shit. You just ain't gonna be able to do everything you want to do. You can still do something.
That's the part I was getting at. Don't live beyond your means.
Yeah.
We in a
your
city.
Your time gonna come.
The beauty of this city is the cost of living. Houston is one of the best places in America to live for what you can live for. You can live in a nice home in a nice neighborhood and not have to be a multi-millionaire to do it. Whereas in maybe New York or some of these other states, you have to make way more money. So take advantage of that. You don't have to be out here robbing banks and hitting licks on the side where you got a good job. I have clients with good jobs, making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year going to work, but then they get jammed up because they need to make $150,000, and now they done lost that for sure $100,000 because they want to be able to live like they make $250,000.
Right.
It don't add up.
Math don't add up.
That's even like if you starting off as a rapper or whatever. You can't. You see Power Wild and Slim with that jewelry on. Don't be in the jewelry store trying to cop that same jewelry.
Wait your time.
Wait your time.
It's coming.
That's what I tell motherfuckers, man. My
it's
shit.
Coming, man.
Bro, it's cool.
I went from small diamond chains to big diamond chains. I waited my time. I had small
You move
earrings.
too fast, you're gonna buy the wrong
everything,
shit, and it's gonna be a bad investment.
That's what I was telling them the other day.
You forced to go try to do some dumb shit there because you done spend all your bread on this. Now you messed up. Real
Can't
life
go get it
kicking
back.
in. Yeah, real life kicking in. Bills coming.
Them
So
bills
now
ain't
you
gonna
make
stop.
a dumb move. Don't put yourself in that predicament. Man.
If you don't have enough to save,
Keep
to money,
grinding.
you
Keep
living beyond
grinding.
your means. If you
Keep
ain't making enough
grinding.
to put something away, you doing too much.
And Paul, wow, you over there icing in the mug. Gonna break down what you got going on. You done sold more grills than George Foreman, baby, on the low. Everybody got a grill. This man done gave everybody but Donald Trump a grill around this motherfucker.
Hey man, but really that's one thing though, me and TV Johnny, because he done came to me for different advice on different types of things. And one thing we always stood for was we don't just really tax nobody when we sell them jewelry. We make our profit, but it's not because sometimes people be coming to us ready to drop that check, and sometimes they be happy to spend more money just so they can say I done spent 50. Well, shit, it was worth 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they be just dropping money just so they can brag on how much they drop. So one thing me and Johnny always stood behind was just, we're not gonna tax nobody. We're gonna give them something to where if they walk away and go to another jeweler, because of course the jewelers hate each other. So
It's
they
like
be
a rapper beef.
They be bad, man.
Yeah.
So as long as we give them something we can stand behind, where it's we making a little money. But Johnny came from doing wholesale work for other jewelers. So for him to sell his jewelry at a retail price, it's a big jump for him anyway, because he was just selling just wholesale work for other jewelers for the longest. So shit, his whole thing from the jump was just give somebody good quality, something they can stand behind. So anyway, but yeah, some people be ready to come drop their whole check with us, but man, sometimes I gotta be real with them. Look, man, even I remember one time J-Dog came to me one time trying to buy, some. I'm like, look, man, you gonna spend that money, man. Don't waste it on something that ain't gonna be worth nothing.
Right.
Get the right thing.
You gotta get the shit you can get some money back from.
And that's real of you to tell that.
Some niggas don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it, it's time to
Yeah, in
change.
the business.
I was
It's your
in that
business.
seat though. That's what I'm saying. I understand it. Like I was that young nigga who had to do it. Killer Calleon. Now fuck that. I'm gonna turn. Nah, fuck
Killer
that.
was Mr. 4 chains
Oh
with
my
4 2
God,
chains.
that
He
nigga
would wear
killer.
9 if he had them. He be walking down Austin Reed.
Nah, bro, I gotta kill him.
All them hoes don't give a damn. Killer is
I
the
remember-
chain gang.
I rode with Killer over there to still tipping video and shit. We was on some swaggers. I say, bro, chill out. Oh, y'all the cutie hoe. He swanging and shit. I say, Killer, chill out, bro. Nah, I gotta kill him, bro.
Killer he gonna seize the moment to shine, boy.
Oh, shit.
I mean, when you young, bro, and when you jump in that water, bro, and it's way more different. Like if I knew the shit, it's just like the old niggas used to tell. If you knew the shit, you knew then, you knew not. You know what I'm saying? But I see the shit that I was doing then, that niggas doing now, and I know the price tag that came with that shit. When I was wearing 4 chains, nigga, the chains that niggas wearing, I had 4 chains of the right shit. them niggas had 4. These niggas doing that shit, bro. That tag hefty. If I was smart, I'd have took them 4 motherfucking chains and invested that shit in some shit that could have got me 20 chains.
Yeah, you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
That's why I keep saying that shit. I just don't like, but then I ain't gonna hate on the jewelers. Let the jewelers live too, man. What's next? What else we gotta talk about? The world is yours.
Wow, what you got going on, man?
Man, new music. Me and C Stones just dropped something called the Diamond Boys. Then I dropped my Houston Oil album too, and I dropped a new mixtape called True to the Game. It's all slow. The whole mixtape slow. It's all original shit, but it's all slow.
Hey, that swinging in the ring was a bad motherfucker. You got Song of the Year for that at the Go DJ Awards.
That was a bad motherfucker
even the remix
too.
though.
That's one of them motherfuckers I ain't gonna never get old.
Yeah.
What I like about
That
Power,
beat
man,
was just so jamming,
Power
man.
keep the culture going. It's one thing I can say that he always pride himself on, bro. And I make him laugh, and I tell him this all the time. He keep it realer than most niggas.
Yeah. He do. You can say that about Paul though.
He never changed, bro. Every time you see him, he's the exact same. He a people person out this world, man. And one thing I love about Paul, he's real big in the community. In a lot of these communities where his people can stand up in their communities that don't do it, he's an advocate for actually getting out there and working in the community real big. Tell them about some of the things that you're doing in the community as well, Paul.
For sure, shout out to Miss Parker, Parents Against Predators, man. Right now, African American News just wrote a story about it, about the secret, man, the predators that are all around Houston and the different area codes and the different zip codes all throughout. Man, there's over 100, child predators in every zip code. In Houston, it's crazy, man. You just start to see these numbers. You can type in your zip code, you can find all the, some.
Man, you got
It's an
kids and shit, niggas.
It's an app you can use called
But a
Sex
lot of them
Offenders.
supposed to have this shit in their front yard, like it's supposed to be posted that they don't even do that shit no more now. To where they send it in your mail, everything to where they
I
have
be
it
thinking
posted.
like that about neighbors and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like back when we was raised, hey, go play outside. But now I'm like, man, I can't send my kids outside because ain't no telling who our neighbors are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Send them in that backyard.
they ought to make a nigga put a sign up in the front yard.
That's what I'm sitting there telling you. They have it in some cities where it's required.
Yeah, I
So where
seen
you
that.
have to have that shit in
They
your
gotta
front
be in your
yard.
yard.
It's
Yeah.
a predator.
Houston not like that.
Not that
I seen it in some country
But
town.
Houston, you gotta register though. That's why you can look it up, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some
They
bullshit.
get cases for
I'm
not
just saying,
registering
like as a
too.
parent,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
be
got
careful
to
when you
register.
send-
You
when
go to
send
prison
kids
for not
outside.
registering.
They need to. Them funky motherfuckers, they need to get them out the
But
way.
that's even ones that ain't necessarily messed with a child, but it might have been an age discrepancy. You still considered a sex offender. You still have to register.
That's the fucked up part.
That's
Didn't they
the
say
defense
that
lawyer.
sometimes you have to register if you
but
piss
Carl, you
outside
being
in
a
public or
lawyer,
something?
bro,
Yeah.
Isn't this baffling though? Like, bro, you deal with criminal cases all the time.
Yes, sir.
A damn child molester get lesser time than a drug dealer.
You right, and I made that argument on behalf of some drug dealers in court, where I've seen somebody that was charged and convicted of molesting a
Multiple times.
child or possessing child porn get less time than a person that may have sold some drugs or possessed some drugs, and that's part of what's wrong with the
That's
law.
That's part of the trap.
Yeah,
that's what the trap means.
Yeah, that's why it's called trap.
It's the trap. That's the black man. That's what the minority do. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna tax them the most. We're gonna make them. We're gonna give them the most time.
Yes.
And make them the new slaves and come work for us for free down here.
And then you being in court too, could you educate people on the podcast that Instagram ain't really your friend, bro? You flashing them guns, you flashing that dope, that shit admissible in any case.
I have cases right now, even with the Paul Wall cases he mentioned earlier, they case, all the evidence that they submitted to us was from their Instagram posts. That's how they got to where they was watching the spot. So a lot of these, and that wasn't really anything as we see that it was dismissed, but some of my clients, I have a client right now charged with possessing a weapon. They got him on Instagram with the weapon. The matching gun to the gun that he's charged with possessing, so we can't say this ain't your gun.
Right.
Gotta take a plea deal.
They gave me a picture. It's in there. Yeah, he's on Instagram with it. I asked him about it. He didn't even remember the post.
Can I ask you this?
No, that ain't it. I got two of them.
Yes, sir.
What I've been familiar on, I've been doing a lot of reading and educating myself on it as well, but I hear this a lot too. Like, they design plea deals for a lot of African Americans to take the plea deals because financially they can't afford to fight the case, which what they'll tell you, man, you better just take that deal. The plea deal is actually set up for your ass to get hung.
Yeah, a lot of times people plead guilty to stuff that they shouldn't plead to, but they not in a position to fight
in the trial.
They don't have the money.
Just like Khalif Browder. It was the same thing happened to him. He had no money for a lawyer. Yeah. They wanted him to cop out.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that goes back to it. If you putting yourself in a position to possibly be charged with a crime, keep in mind you should have some money set aside for an attorney, because if not, the system may work against you. You gotta have the finances to actually fight. Yep. Good lawyers aren't cheap.
That's the beauty of it. It's designed. It's a game within itself.
Yeah, Slim, you got 4 sexual offenders around you, bro. Check it out.
No.
I'm looking at the nigga right now. Nigga, I pulled him up on the sex offender app.
This my street?
Look at it. You see the map? I put a search around us. Pull 4 people up and see the picture and everything. Cut your porch light off on Halloween, nigga. You better not have no trick or treat candy. We gonna come around here and knock. Let me quit. But yeah. Look at it. This nigga boy bring me a pie when I moved in.
Might need to make a meme. That look when you discover you're surrounded by child predators.
Bro, did y'all talk about what y'all did for the kids?
Nah, we didn't, man. We ain't talk about it. We yesterday we took 5 kids and mentored them, and we took them to church. Showed them how to be, real young men. You know what I'm saying? How to answer people, how to talk. We took them to church. Then we took them to Pastor J at Higher D Church. Killer distracted me. Stop fucking with the guest, Killer. Sit your ass down. I'm nervous when I'm speaking right now because I'm serious. I'm serious. Now we took them to High Dimension with Pastor J. Took them to church that morning. Took them to brunch at what's the place, fool? We took them to. What's the name of that dude place?
Open that shit back up, bro. I'm trying to take a snap.
What's the name of the place that Lord Lady do? Rustin Oak.
Rustin Oak.
Yeah. They got some good ass brunch. So we took them there. Chopped it up with them a little bit. Took them to our office, Burns Barbecue. Showed them, you know what I'm saying?
Hustle Fit.
Yeah, Hustle Fit. Took them in the gym. Built and spoke to them about being healthy. Ended up meeting J Mac. He came through there and dropped some, some game on him.
Let him talk to a chef.
Yeah, he showed, just told him, about how to be men, you know what I'm saying? How to fight for your family, having respect for yourself.
Then we took him to a realtor meeting. We was selling our houses. We met with a lot of realtors. Let them sit in on the business meeting.
Yeah, talk to them about, what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? Give them some direction. That's what the Boss Life Foundation. We just out here doing our part, man. Trying to show the youth better ways. So we don't have them on Instagram with them Dracos and shit matching up in court and all that. We explain that to them too, man. No matter, some of them was like 14, 15. We know some of you gonna change when your little nuts drop. Don't go that route, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you old enough to be charged at 14 or 15. They got a juvenile court right across from the adult court.
Hold on, no, you almost fell over there, boy. Yeah, man, all that old flexing on that, especially if you're a felon. I don't see how these niggas be on here. I'm sleep with 2 pounds of weed and you're on probation. You ought not sleep good, nigga, with like that.
We just seen somebody like that.
I'm pretty
30
sure.
30 pounds of weed, his pistols.
Bro, they just even showed the police, same niggas that they bust these niggas flexing with drink. They turn around, nigga, and get over 1,000 bottles of green and close going through Texarkana. But these dumbass niggas, before they even send the shit, they sending the shit to the A. These niggas is flexing with the shit on the ground.
I seen that post. I thought that shit was a lie too. Well, it was a meme out of that shit about 700,000 worth of drink.
Yep. Shit no.
Then them prices, they shit don't be right either, man.
Oh,
they be lying.
In court, they gonna exaggerate it.
Yeah.
That's how they get a high.
That's how they put you down.
But the cold part is that shit that they got ain't got no goddamn.
That's how they.
It's
Yeah.
shit.
And you can't believe that news shit either, man,
because it's the jury.
Yeah.
They paint the picture.
Trying to convince them.
Yeah.
700,000. I be looking at it, nigga. That shit wasn't worth that much. That green shit ain't that expensive any fucking
green
way.
Shit don't even have codeine in it.
Nigga should get a misdemeanor for that bullshit.
Then that other shit, that other bottle, I just seen a nigga beat a case off that and felt stupid in the mother because ain't nothing in that shit. That shit so manufactured with pills and crush shit, that bathtub brew ass shit. Niggas around here drink, that's the thing, bro. A lot of y'all need to just pay attention to the shit y'all drinking around here just to say y'all drinking. That green shit ain't nothing but out there for niggas that just want to say they drink. The close shit just for niggas that say they want to be drinking. Man, you niggas is around here killing y'all self to look the damn part.
You can fake it till you make it with the drink. We gonna still respect you because when I quit drinking, I had to have a white cup and some ice just to fool my damn self. So it's okay to fake it till you make it with the drink. Whatever to kick the habit, my nigga.
What about the drink to be you, Paul?
Well, I'm with Killer because, you know what I'm saying, like, it be so much fake. I be hurting their feelings when they ask me what an act because it's like, oh my God.
The shit is a rap.
They stopped making it, they officially stopped making it 7 years ago. So it's like,
and ain't no pharmacy sitting with that shit.
So you'll never find real drink again is what you saying.
It's impossible, bro, because once act was done, everything has a shelf life, bro.
Everybody came with the same excuses.
Yeah.
Somebody, hidden that they found.
That's bullshit.
All this or that, they had it in storage here or there or something.
Yeah. But the shit got shelf life, Paul. That's what they don't know. The shit got medicine can't sit up no long. That shit like food, a chemical. It's sitting up.
That's bullshit. I've been having to do some Tussnex in my cabinet for 2 years.
But I'm saying at a pharmacy, shit has a shelf. Shit has a shelf life. There ain't no pharmacy. Niggas be saying, man, I went to the country. No, nigga, no, you didn't. That shit got a shelf life just like food. Once that shit sit up for so long, that shit go bad like anything else. Nobody sitting around with no goddamn act and no more forms use a damn lie. You seeing niggas with pints, with activist pints, them shits is manufactured. Niggas is, that shit is.
So niggas don't even know what they putting in their body. Basically, this shit can be stopping up your arteries and fucking up slowing down your heart rate. If you gonna drink it, know what the fuck it is before you thinking you sipping on some real perp and you sipping on roach spray. And some shit some nigga that made in his bathtub.
Just goddamn, man, find you some good red and be cool. That's all I can tell you. Find you some red and be cool. And if you want to drink you some red, man. That's the only thing moving. And they trying to slow that shit down. So,
hey, man, well, fuck it. Slow it down because that shit a mean felony, too. That shit'll get you some time. So, fuck the drink, man. And fuck, you nigga can't have a baby bottle in your name with 3 pints. Goddamn, now at least ride around and then a nigga have an 8 bottle with his name on it. I was guilty of this too. My shit was like 10 years old, man. You can't ride around with a fresh 8 every day. You know what I'm saying? They gonna kind of know what's going on. But
I blame rap for everything, man. It's just rap. Rap
You
for-
blame rap?
I hear yeah, you got to at the end of the day, man. I gotta take blame for that shit because a lot of the shit, the drink talks and all the shit that I was making, bro. I was doing that shit when that shit wasn't cool.
Yeah,
The
but
same niggas that's drinking now was talking about nigga, you a heroin addict, and these niggas is the drink guards now.
yeah, but
All these niggas
just
be
because a
rap
nigga
niggas.
rap about it don't mean you got to do it. They was killing motherfuckers in the movies, but that don't mean everybody ran out there and shot
Thing
somebody.
was, we actually down there drinking this shit that made it bad for us. Shit, we couldn't even get. We want to go get off, man. That nigga Wayne just came through and bought damn near 100 pints. Oh goddamn, you can't. Nick can't even keep his. We had to say, well, we need that shit. Them niggas around there drinking just to be cool. Shit, fuck. That what made me quit, to be honest. A nigga just the struggle in the numbers. When you try to drink you some more, and goddamn, Carl, you a lawyer. We don't supposed to be talking about this shit on
Man,
your podcast.
Hey man,
On to the next topic.
Man, ain't no next topic. I don't know about this motherfucker, man. It's 94 minutes, man. We'll fuck with y'all tomorrow.
We out.
Sponsors, man.
hey, BossLifeWorld.com here, man. We got these new shirts just dropped. The loyalty shirt, the property shirt, man. We got about 5 new designs, and that welcome to Houston. No, Houston May just dropped for our Rockets since they've been kicking ass in the playoffs and shit. Or is the playoffs not here yet? I might be wrong. Playoffs start tomorrow. So by the time they hear this, we're going to be kicking ass in the playoffs tomorrow. Next week. We'll be kicking ass all the way to next week, round this
Damn, Rico,
motherfucker.
talk about the trail.
All
ride.
right, we
Shit,
got
sports.
Boss Life Construction, man. If you need a home in the hood, man, we dropping some affordable homes. Good shit, and that shit ain't gonna be falling apart, man. You ain't gotta worry about shit breaking in the year, you know what I'm saying? Going through the walls and shit. We got good cabinets, all that there, man. Got BossLifeFoundation.com, theconnectmusic.com. We got
Connect Music on Instagram.
and on Twitter. Burns Barbecue, Burns Burger Shack open. We got the Sugar Rush 2 on that north with Carl Moore. All the popping clubs he in on Mercy. What's the other one? 2 Prospects. Engine Room. Junior Martins, you owe me for this here for all this here promotion right here. We'll catch up with you later. We got Powwow, the Diamond Boy. Hey, new albums out, him and C Stone, and you can get a grill. You can get iced up, whatever you need, man. And we out here.
And we out.
And that is, say that.
And that is. Tuned in to the Connect.